Alright, what is up friends? I'm back again. This time I am doing a video on meditation. I just wanted to share some tips with you guys, how I learned, how I got started on it, what worked for me, what didn't. Yeah. Thumbs up this video if you liked it. Anyways, meditation. Let's start off with what is meditation. It can be different for everyone. Meditation is controlling the breath. At least the type that I'm familiar with and the type that I do is called mindfulness meditation. So mindfulness of the breath. The point is, you're not trying to get rid of all your thoughts. Your thoughts are the byproduct of neurons firing off in your brain. So really they're just the energetic offspring of neurons firing off your brain. So as long as you're alive, you're gonna have thoughts going on in your head. The point of meditation is to bring yourself into a place where you can observe those thoughts and not get attached to them. You don't wanna follow those thoughts and kind of fall into that rabbit hole. When you're sitting there and you're focusing on your breath, you're gonna have thoughts going through your head, and just allow them to exist, allow them to be there. I've heard the metaphor watching them as cars passing on a freeway or something, like they're there, they exist, but that's not what you're focusing on. You're focusing on your breath. And in mindfulness meditation, that is the whole point. It's not to eliminate all thoughts, because you would be dead. You would not be conscious if you were not having thoughts. And the whole point of meditation is to be conscious, okay? So how it works is our amygdala was made to protect us from danger, okay? Back in the caveman times when, we needed to run from a lion or whatever. But now in modern day time, when those threats aren't exactly as near, they're not as prevalent in our lives and we don't really need it, our amygdalas can become overreactive, and that's what causes a lot of anxiety, maybe sometimes depression and things like that, when you're just sitting with your thoughts and they're ruminating, in your head, and it's just So don't be worried if you feel that you can't control your thoughts and you can't stop them. Don't try and stop them. And I think also another thing with meditation is when you are trying too hard to stop your thoughts and to achieve something, it's almost like you achieve less because you're stressing yourself out trying to achieve something. When I sit down to meditate, if I am trying to try too hard to do something, it's not going to work for me, because you're still activating that sympathetic nervous system of that fight or flight, that anxiety that you're trying to achieve something. The whole point is to bring your body into the parasympathetic nervous system, where you can calm that amygdala, and it's an entire different operating system. There's two parts to it. So one thing is the breathing part, where you're learning to control your breath, and it's just focused on the breath. My favorite way to do it is the 6 in, 6 out method. So it's just breathing in for 6, hold at the top, out for another 6. All you're doing is just sitting there and breathing for however long you choose. I would recommend starting with at least 10 to 20 minutes. Second thing is that when you put yourself into the parasympathetic nervous system, you're also bringing yourself into the present moment. So you're stopping those thoughts of past thoughts and future worries and all that. It's nullified. You're living in the present moment. And I think that is a really, really important thing for our level of consciousness, our level of happiness. There's so many different benefits. I'm not going to bore you guys with that, because you can look up on the internet all the benefits of meditation, but I'm guessing if you're watching this video, then you're here because you're curious about it and you want to learn, you want to try. So yeah, that's exciting. I will tell you though what got me, because I was very skeptical when I first heard about it. I was like, okay, me sitting there and breathing for 10 minutes, kumbaya, what is that gonna do for my life? But yeah, there are so many different health benefits. It makes you live longer. And what made me really commit to meditation was when I saw the brain scans of people who meditate versus people who don't. So it was Tibetan monks, and they actually, in an fMRI, they can see the difference in the brain waves and the parts of the brain that are activated when people are meditating. Even if you're meditating for the first time, you can see those differences. And over time, there's actually structural changes in their brain, which I was like, okay, if I'm healing my brain, I need to be doing this. So yeah, so it actually changed, and it thickened the wall between your right and left hemisphere of your brain, which is really important for regulating emotions, behavior, everything. Okay, another common question I get is what time you should meditate. I personally like to meditate in the mornings. I just feel like when I start my day personally with meditation, I feel that I have more successful days. That's just how it is. Even though you're taking an extra 10, 20, 30, whatever minutes, and you think that it's taking time away from all the things you have, like the busy things that you have to fit in your schedule and everything you have to get done and all this rush, 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 go, go, go. In this life that we have, I guess maybe not as much anymore because of coronavirus, but taking time for yourself when you start your day or whenever you choose to do it, it makes you be able to show up so much more effectively in every other aspect of what you're doing. So you're getting things done faster because your mind is not worried about focusing on all these other things. It's focused. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. First things first, let's learn how to breathe, because I'm not sure if everyone actually, like, it's not really something we're taught how to do, and it's really important. It's something that we should all know how to do. I learned because when I was younger, I was in singing lessons for about like 8 years. So if you guys don't know, hold on, I'm gonna stand up so you can see. That was chaotic. Okay, so your diaphragm is right here. So when you're breathing, you wanna be breathing like, you want your stomach to be breathing going outwards, okay? That's how you take a proper breath. Your stomach needs to be going outwards, so you're filling your diaphragm with air. If you're breathing like no, okay, that's just gonna cause more anxiety and not be productive in what you're trying to achieve. You want to approach your breath almost as if it was maybe like a shy animal. You want to approach it very subtly and just drawing the breath in. And you don't want to force it too much. You don't want to be like so hyper focused on breathing. You just kind of want to gently draw in your breath, and again, breathing from your diaphragm to make sure you fill your lungs with the necessary air that they need. Also, when you're breathing out, make sure that you're breathing out long enough that you're breathing out all the carbon monoxide, because that is also another problem too when people are breathing and they aren't breathing out all the carbon monoxide that they need to, or breathing in too much oxygen. And the last thing is just don't be discouraged. If you don't have like a transcendental moment or anything mystical happen the first time you meditate, it's not really gonna feel like anything, at least from my experience. It could be different for everyone, because I know some people it's really easy for them to tap into that energy, but for me it took practice and time and learning, and so I would just recommend stick with it. Just try it maybe for a week, just do it every day, because it's like learning a new skill. When you go to the gym or whatever, you're not going to see results right away. It's going to take a little bit of time as you learn the new skill, and now that I've been meditating for a while, I can get into that state pretty quickly, like in a couple breaths, and I'm there, which is really, really nice. It's a really, really good tool to handle anxiety or anything like that. There's so many different triggers and Instagram scrolling and all those things. So yeah, I hope this works out for you guys, and don't be discouraged if you don't experience anything crazy the first time. I actually think that most times, especially when I first started, I wouldn't notice anything happen per se when I was meditating, but I would notice kind of throughout my day, this is better, like I'm able to communicate with this person better, or I'm more in tune with my thoughts, my emotions, I'm more self-aware, I am able to focus better. Just those little things that are really good. And you want to be your best self, especially in these times. There's a lot of bad things going on in the world, so I'm hoping that this this video is helpful to you guys. And yeah, okay, I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Leave them in the comments below. Give this video a like thumbs up if it was helpful in any way, because it really helps me. I'm definitely new here, so yeah, feel free to ask me any questions if you have any further questions you want to ask about it. I'm gonna link a bunch of resources that I like, guided meditations, etc., that I've tried down below. Let me know if you have any requests, or if you want me to make another video about this, maybe going more into depth about my experiences. But I just wanted this to be kind of a beginner's thing, and like if you're thinking about meditation and you kind of like don't know where to start and you don't really know what it is, and it kind of seems like this big scary thing. It's not. It's just learning how to breathe properly. Yeah, and calm your body down, get into that parasympathetic state. Good luck, let me know how it goes, and yeah, thanks again for watching. Bye.